Projects offers an exciting way for students to work on an open-ended assignment and turn in their work using notebooks. Teachers are able to review student progress over multiple rounds of feedback. Let's take a look. Navigate to the Projects tab in a course and click on the New Project icon to create a new project. Type in a name for your project and add a short description. Your description could contain instructions that are helpful for students when creating their responses. Assign a point value for this assignment. Next, you'll want to select how students will be submitting their responses. If students are going to be creating a completely new document from scratch, you should select Blank Document. Selecting a blank document will allow your students to create their response on a blank notebook, or use their program of choice like Google Docs or Microsoft Word to create their response and then import it into Annotate for submission later. If you have an assignment template like a PDF worksheet that you have already imported into Annotate, you should select an attached notebook. Students will be able to annotate the template and add their own content. Please note that each student gets his or her own copy of the template, so their responses will remain private to them and are not shared across students. You can also attach notebooks, images, or URLs as additional reference material for students to refer to. Use the date field to set a due date. Students who submit after the due date will still be able to submit, but it will be marked tardy. Now, one of the great things with projects is the ability to differentiate. You have the flexibility of assigning the same project to the entire class or different projects to different groups of students. Click the Students field to customize the list of students who should receive that assignment. Click Save if you would like to come back and work on creating this project at another time. If you're ready to share with students, then go ahead and click Publish. On the student side, a new project will show up as a notification on the Courses card. Click the notification and navigate directly to the Projects tab where the new project is listed. All of the information is now available to students. They can click on the reference material to review it before starting work. Click Begin Draft for them to start working on their assignment. Once inside the project view, students can work on their submission using the annotation, text, and media tools that are already available within the system. Students can click on More Options and then View Project anytime to review information or additional reference materials. Click Submit makes their work available to the teacher for review and stops them from being able to make any more edits. As students submit their work, these become available for review on the teacher side. These systems will display the number of responses received and any submissions pending grading. Click to review and grade student submissions. The grading view shows a list of students for this assignment along with their submission status. As you review student work, you can provide feedback and comments in a number of ways. You are able to directly annotate over the student's work or provide text comments. Use the Show Hide Annotations feature to hide or display your comments. We also support audio notes, which can add a whole new level of personalization. Just click on the microphone icon and begin recording an audio note. Be sure to accept any permissions before you begin to record. You can annotate, zoom, and pan as you record and sync your comments with your annotations. This can really make feedback feel much more personalized and help you form a deeper connection with your students. It also allows parents or guardians to be able to listen in and follow along with teacher feedback. Once you are finished reviewing, use the comments box to give your overall feedback on the student's work and also include a point score. You can then mark the submission as complete or ask the student to resubmit if you feel their submission might need some rework. Finally, you can choose to share your review immediately or save it and send it later after you have finished reviewing other submissions. Click the Save Reviews field to see all the saved reviews and then share them with the respective students. Projects that require rework will show up as a new notification on the student side. After they've reviewed your feedback, they click Begin Draft to start a new submission. Depending on the amount of rework, students can choose to either build on their previous submission or start from scratch and use a clean template for their work. They can click the instructor feedback icon to review your comments as they work on their submission. If your students are working on an Annotate notebook to submit revisions to their work, their submission will show up in Track Changes mode. Track Changes mode can be a real time saver because it only shows the changes that the students has made since the last submission and fades out the rest of their work. This enables you to focus on the edits that the student has made rather than reviewing the entire document. As you grade their latest work, you also have access to all of their previous submissions, so you can review their progress over time as they've worked on this project and how their submissions have evolved with your comments and guidance. As you see, Projects offers an exciting new way to get students working on complex documents and review their progress over the course of multiple submissions. As you get in and use this with your students, please continue to share your comments and suggestions so we can help to refine this feature to support your needs.